What's up, Bulls Nation? It's the Bloody Horns podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Let's get into it, man. So impressive victory last night. That's a game the Bulls had no business winning. The Cleveland Cavaliers are a damn good team. Since January 1st, they have a top 3 win rate in the NBA, and the Bulls still handled business. You know, they lost to the worst team in the NBA record-wise the night before in the Pistons, then turn around the next night, beat one of the better teams in the league. That's Chicago Bulls basketball. We've seen this for years now. And the disappointing thing is, if they would have beaten the Pistons, if they would have handled business in that game, turned around last night, still handled business in that game, they would be 28-29 right now instead of 27, or no, they'd be 29-30 right now instead of 28-31. So that would mean they would have had a chance against Milwaukee on Friday to finally get to that 500 mark. It's something that's eluded us for the last 2 seasons. You saw last year that every time we were close to getting to that 500 mark, we'd blow a game against the Rockets or some garbage-ass team. Same shit this year. Same shit, different year. We're the same Bulls. We're the same team. As long as Billy Donovan's the coach, we're always going to be that team. But we're not going to talk about that today. Obviously, we're going to talk about Onurlap BitHIM. He finally got minutes yesterday, and I'm wondering what the fuck took so long, man. I'm not a big believer in the G League. I don't think the G League translates to shit. I stopped thinking the G League translated when Carlik Jones won an MVP over there and Marko Simonovic was regularly getting 30-15 games. So the G League don't mean shit. So all the people who are like, well, he just needed the reps in the G League, that's just blatantly false. I don't know that we've ever seen a guy who needed reps in the G League and then came up and was successful. The G League does not equate to NBA competition. What I compare it to is in jiu-jitsu, if I'm doing rounds with brown belts, it does not prepare me for rounds with black belts. Brown belts are still damn good. It's still damn good competition, but it's a whole other realm when you step up to those black belts. I can do 15 rounds with brown belts. This doesn't make me any more ready to go 1 round with a black belt. So it's the same thing in the NBA. You can put up stats in the G League. You can play all the games you want down there, get all the reps you want down there. Does not prepare you for the NBA. The NBA is the black belts of basketball. It does not prepare you. But team's experience over in the Turkish league probably was better prepped him for the NBA than what the G League did. And BitHIM, he showed a lot last night. He showed he is not just a sit in the corner catch and shoot guy. He was getting those shots, obviously. He showed a little hustle on defense, showed some good passing, and the most impressive thing is he showed an ability to get off the dribble, finish in the paint. You saw that nice little floater he had. I like the kid's game. I like what I saw out of him. I'm just wondering why the fuck it took 59 games for us to see it. We should have been seeing this kid all year long. He looks ready to play. I don't think the G League did anything for him, and he would have filled a need. The fact that he's been rotting in the G League while we've been giving Javon Carter minutes, we've been giving Dalen Terry minutes, it makes no sense. The kid should have been playing. He provides a tangible skill set that the Chicago Bulls need with his shooting and his ability to still finish when he gets ran off that three-point line. So going forward, man, we better see a lot of Onurlap BitHIM the rest of the year. He needs to be a regular part of the rotation. I think he will be. I think the fact that he played all of the first overtime, all of the second overtime last night, that shows that Billy Donovan kind of had a realization, like, this kid can play. I need to get him out there. I guarantee you they came into the game determined to give him a look, but I bet Billy didn't have very much confidence in him. Billy was probably like, I'm going to throw the kid 5 minutes. Let the fans see that this kid can't really play. Then I'm going to yank him out of there. And then he came in and he was hitting shots and he was doing his thing. And Billy was like, goddamn, well, I guess I got to play this kid now. So hopefully we see that a lot more going forward. I think Alex Caruso is going to be out for a while. We've seen this with the Chicago Bulls. I mean, I won't be shocked if he plays tomorrow night because he's Alex Caruso. He's tough as hell. He's kind of like Wolverine. He heals from everything. But we've seen too many times where the Bulls misdiagnose an injury and then there's the reevaluation in 2 weeks, and then there's surgery. So I won't be shocked if that happens to AC too. I don't think we see Torrey Craig the rest of the year. We already know we're not seeing Patrick Williams the rest of the year. So Onurlap BitHIM and Julian Phillips, they need to be getting major minutes. They need to be playing between 20 and 30 minutes a game every night from here on out. I don't need to see any more Javon Carter. I actually like what I've seen out of Dalen Terry with his aggressiveness, especially post All-Star break. We've seen some good aggressiveness out of him. So I don't mind him still being in the rotation, but I do not need to see another second of Javon Carter basketball for the rest of the year. So if you guys have not checked out the latest podcast, it actually kind of corresponds with Alex Caruso's injury because I took a look from an athletic trainer's perspective. That's a mouthful. Athletic trainer's perspective on the Chicago Bulls injury trouble. So give that a listen. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe to this page. You're following on social media at Horns Bloody, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Throw me a follow. Let's talk hoops. Bulls are back tomorrow against the Milwaukee Bucks.